Good afternoon, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're working. Okay. Good morning, y'all. We'll give a few more seconds and we'll get started here. I just wanted to go live, and we got a lot of things to talk about this morning. Whole lot of things to talk about. We'll give a couple more minutes and we'll get started here. Okay, so let's get started and talk about this severe threat, y'all. So I want to stress now, we've got a slight risk of severe weather here for I'd say for you got a slight risk of severe weather here for portions of the I'd say for southern Iowa here and portions of northern Nebraska, northeastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, southwestern Iowa, and northwestern Missouri. Now we do have a large marginal risk, um, a large marginal risk surrounding that severe weather risk, that slight risk area. And you've also got a marginal risk here across the Rio Grande Valley into Texas as well. Now, I want to stress to y'all that this is not going to be a big event today, but I am on standby, um, giving y'all a good idea of severe weather. Now, we have a 2% tornado risk for that slight risk area. We also have a 2% tornado risk for Corpus Christi and Brownsville, Texas. That wind threat is small, but it is there. You got Kansas City, Jefferson City, Missouri, near the St. Louis area, just south of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Omaha, Nebraska, all the way down, extending to Lincoln, Nebraska, to Garden City, Kansas. There, Corpus Christi, Brownsville, all the way up to Fort Stockton, near the El Paso, just east of El Paso. That's your risk of severe weather there for wind. You also got a 15% risk for severe weather for wind, and you've also got a low risk for a low risk there for low risk for severe weather there for portions of Texas. Now, I want to go to tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got a large marginal risk for severe weather here. This extends from portions of western Nebraska all the way up to the Marquette area of Wisconsin. This will, I expect a slight risk to be issued somewhere in this area here for Houston, Lufkin, all the way up to western Louisiana. I expect not a big slight risk area, but a pretty large, not a pretty large, but just a small slight risk there. I won't rule out a small slight risk to be issued here for south and east of western Wisconsin, all the way down to northeastern Nebraska. By the latest data I'm seeing for the severe weather there. But we'll keep an eye on that as well. And then as you go forward, as we go to the day 3 outlook, you got the day 3 outlook here. We have to keep an eye on Saturday. This is Saturday, so we have to keep an eye on this event here for Saturday. If we have the cap that breaks on Saturday, things could go wrong on these days as we head into Saturday. Now, let's go to the day 4 through 8 outlook. Day 4, this is the big event day. Sunday, you've got a large area of a slight risk, and I do expect a big enhanced risk to be issued in that area there for central southern Indiana all the way down to northeast Arkansas. And then you got that slight risk, and then eventually the marginal risk surrounding that as we go forward. And I want to read y'all talking about more of a supercellular threat as we're heading into this area. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then by Monday we have again a large. We have a large slight risk area. Won't be shocked if they extend somehow a 30% risk area in this area, general area here, but we'll have to keep an eye on things as things unfold for Monday. And that's what I have for the risk areas. Now let's go into model data. We'll go into model data now and talk about what's happening with this event and what's going on with this event. So I want to start out with the European solution here. The European solution here. And we'll time this out. Let's go all the way out to March 29th, which is Saturday. Saturday will be a big day of severe weather for us. I want to keep an eye on that. So I want to keep an eye on this. So you see how by Saturday at 4 o'clock, this is day heating time for Saturday. You've got a cold core setup setting up in the northern tier, but you've got all this moisture here that is starting to go further north as we head into daytime heating on Saturday. Now, as we head to 11 o'clock, I'll say by midnight on Sunday. Excuse me. So this is the time. You've got a cold front here. You've got a dry line here. No morning thunderstorms with these storms here across this area here. And these moisture contents will absolutely get the atmosphere primed for severe weather. Now, as we head forward, we go to about 6 a.m. on Sunday. You've got pretty good dew points surrounding this area here. So once we've got the moisture in place, and then we've got our temperatures in place as well. So let's go to the temperatures real quick, and let's show you what temperatures are like. Boom, they're in the 60s and 70s already across portions of all the state of Arkansas, all the state of Oklahoma, except for the northwestern and western corner of Oklahoma, almost all of Texas, except for the northern panhandle. And then as we go forward here, look at this. This is 1 o'clock on Sunday, y'all. You've got 60s all the way up to southern Wisconsin, central and north central Michigan. This is a big open warm sector of severe weather. And then look at the East Coast starting to get active too with warm air here. We could be approaching 80 degrees in this general area here for the big time severe weather risk. Guys, I want to stress to y'all how crucial this event is going to be, guys. You've got an open warm sector here, giving y'all a big severe weather outbreak that's coming on Sunday. And then as we go forward here, that cold front does come through, but it really doesn't give away that severe threat. So let's go to moisture again. This is about 6 a.m. Look at your moisture here. So we go back to dew points here, and you've got pretty good moisture here surrounding this slight risk area, this big slight risk area. Now, I want to stress to y'all that we do have some bust factors in this, but I do not think this is going to be a bust situation here like it was yesterday. Now, you've got a pretty good warm sector here across portions of the Ohio Valley, South Central United States, Southeastern United States as well. And then as you go to about 4 o'clock on Sunday, March 30th, you've got several dew points according to the European model that's mid 60s, low to mid 60s. I can't rule out this general area here that we will see high, mid to upper 60s degree dew points, and maybe even approaching 70 degrees across the Ohio Valley and the Missouri Boot Hill. That system does move out, and we'll talk about the next couple of weeks of severe weather as we head later. Now, I also want to show you all this. This is the lightning density according to the European model. This is the lightning flash density according to the European model. This is Sunday, March 30th, 6 a.m. The European wants to show some thunderstorm development across the area, and then here across this southern Ohio Valley into the southeastern United States. Does that happen? We don't know that yet, but by what I'm seeing on model data, I don't think we're gonna have thunderstorm development in um, Sunday at 11 a.m. You've got some thunderstorms here developing across Nebraska and Missouri here, maybe a slot of heavy rain there. But as we head to about, let's go about 1 o'clock on Sunday. 1 o'clock on Sunday, you've got pretty good severe risk here, and you've got supercellular threat by the European model according to the European. And then as we head to about 7 o'clock, which I think this is go time for severe weather, you've got the European model showing the northern solution here. Then you go to southern mode. You've got a southern mode here showing severe weather on the southern mode as well. So you've got potentially two areas. So here's the first area, and here's your second area of severe weather. So we're going to have to keep an eye on each of these model runs and see what's going to go on with that. This is your lightning flash density. And then if we go to the CAPE, which is your instability, you can see we've got a whole lot of instability. This is about 10 a.m. Sunday, and you're approaching almost 3,000 to 4,000 CAPE across Oklahoma here. So this is a big event that's coming our way. And then you can see as we head forward, you can see we do take a rest a little bit, and then we hop right back into more severe weather on Wednesday, Monday. I mean, I would say all 5 days next week we get severe weather. And if we don't get past another severe event next week, I won't be shocked if we get another big time tornado outbreak next week. And you can see by the European model, we're constantly in a big severe risk by next week, but that's another topic for another time as we get through this event, and then we'll get to the other event next week. Now, the GFS model, the 12Z GFS is coming in now, and I want to show y'all the upper levels here. These are your 500 millibar wind speeds here. So this is Sunday, March 30th. Let's go to 7 o'clock. Yeah, so let's go to 7 o'clock. You can see what we've got here, negative tilt here. You've got your upper level winds coming in from the southwest. You've got your second event here getting on board here into the southwestern corner of the United States. That event moves through, and then look at here, you've got another trough digging down on Wednesday, April 2nd. And then you've got another trough that's coming in. That's going to bring severe weather, and another one. So the GFS and the European all agree on another trough that's coming in. I haven't checked the GFS 12Z to see what it shows for March 30th. And yeah, so the GFS is favoring the European model as well, but I think it's a little slow on your instability. It's not showing as much instability on the 12Z GFS, but I think the 12Z GFS is an outlier currently in this event. So I want to quickly show you all the NAM model on this event. So this is your NAM model for the event. What you can see here, this is Saturday, March 29th. This is why we got to watch Saturday very carefully. What we're going to have in place is a cap in place. So just think of a soda can, and then when you click that soda can and it makes that sizzle sound, that's opening the atmosphere for severe weather. So that's what I want y'all to think as a cap. That's what a cap is. You're opening a lid to a soda, and then explosive bubbles come out of that soda. That's the thunderstorms going into the atmosphere and absolutely going severe as they open in the atmosphere. So that's what a cap is, guys. If y'all are wondering what is a cap, I just explained it there. So you're approaching 2,000 to 3,000, even 4,000 instability there. And then as you head into Sunday, it gets worse as you head into Sunday. Sunday at 7 o'clock, where daytime heating, you're approaching almost 4,000 CAPE across from the southern Texas coast all the way up to northern Michigan, northern Indiana. So I can't rule out a few severe thunderstorms across southern and central Michigan as well. So I just wanted to give you all a quick update on the severe weather. I will have another update later on to give y'all another update later on as we get more 12Z model runs to come in. But get ready, guys. We are heading into a big severe weather events coming in, and I want to stress to y'all that we're going to have even more severe weather outbreaks coming in. next week, and I will get into that later in touch as the next week comes around. But guys, it's going to be a busy day heading into this week and into this weekend. Sunday is looking very, very, very bad for severe weather here. So y'all, I just want y'all to stay safe. Make sure you have a way to get warnings this week. But